gradations of contrast. You can choose between any contrast that you want. Again, this is all based on how you want to portray. There is no written rule like okay, it should be like this only. No, there are some just unwritten rules that you follow that will you make your map more presentable, and even a layman can understand what exactly it is that you want to portray in this map, or what it is that you're trying to do. And again, here if you see, you can't read individual the states or whatever it is they've given here, but here you can. Okay, so it should be legible. You should be able to read what it's written in your map. The font signs, the font size, everything matters. Background also matters. So there is this some written unwritten rules that you have to follow for your map to be more presentable. Now here I have this India map shapefile state wise, and here I have added a random field. Okay, it can be anything. Here I've created a random field of random numbers. It can be population, it can be obviously population will be around this range, but it can be rainfall, it can be temperature. Temperature won't be this range, of course. It can be anything, any field that you want to add, anything that you want to represent, that you can add it here. Okay, here I'm going to show, like obviously this field is there, but you can't, it is not represented in this map at all. So there are a lot of ways. First of all, the most basic thing is you go to properties, and in symbology there is this option called quantities. Now categories you can do if all of you want to, if you have maybe um, a field where there is a common one. Maybe if you have a if you have a field, if you have a line shape file for streams. Okay, so that you have done the stream ordering. So a lot of streams will have first order streams, lot of streams will have second order streams. So all of them, one, two, three, four, five, maybe five order streams are there. So you can add that as a field here for this properties, and you can go to categories and you can choose that field, whatever field you have the stream ordering. You can add all values, because if I choose here random this field, and if I add all values, all, because there is no common value in anywhere, everything has, all of them have their own unique value. Okay, so this will be a little bit more difficult to understand. So what you can do is, if you have a data like this where there are a lot of shape files and you have a lot of data, a lot of shape files and a lot of categories in one shape file, so there are each of these states are a separate feature, right? So what you can do is you can go to quantities, and you can again choose the field here, random, and again the color ramp, the color you can change. I can change it to any color that I want. Maybe I'll choose this color. And again you can, if you don't want this color, you've chosen this color ramp, but maybe this color you don't want, you can individually click it and you can change the color here. And here if you want, maybe there is no decimal here, actually there's an integer field, but if you have a decimal field, you can go to the labels, you can go to format labels, and then you can choose the number of decimal places you want here, or anything else. Now I don't have any decimal places, and nor do I want it, so I'm not going to change this. And again, if you have a particular category that you want to divide your map into, you can classify it manually. Maybe the first break, second break, third break, that we will see in this map, rainfall map. For now I'm just showing you how you can represent it. If I click apply, everything in this category between this value will be blue in color, everything in this category will be little bit lightish blue. So all of them will be, are um, converted to five categories, and then they've shown here. Again, this is a way to represent map. Another way is, there are a lot of ways here. There is graduated symbols, where everything will be symbol wise. So a smaller symbol will means this is the range. A bigger symbol, bigger, bigger, bigger. So graduated symbols there is proportional symbols, there is dot density. Dot density also we can use for if you have population data. Here again you have to choose which is a field. So random I'll choose, and I will click apply. So in each states again the color is a little bit too light, I think. So you can change the color theme here to make it more visible, or you can change it individually. Here I'll change to black maybe. Wait. anything you can do here. Maybe I'll change it again so you'll understand. So here, okay, if in one district or one state, if there is less number of dots, means the whatever field that I've given, it's less there. Okay, density is less there. That is how you can represent it on map. Now, here, if you want to show it as a map, first what you will do is you will go to view, you will go to layout view. Layout view is the map view. Here again, you may not be able to see these dots properly, right? You can increase the size of these dots, but then if there is any particular state where there are a lot of dots, then it will get congested there. So maybe I will convert it into the graduated symbols only, no that colors only, so I can see what exactly it is that is going on here. So again, it depends on your study area, how it looks. So I'll choose the random field. I will again click apply. This at least I can understand what is happening here. And this layout, this page layout also you can change here. What I like to do is I like to keep it in either landscape mode. If I want, I'll keep it in 9. Well, you don't have to follow this. There are a lot of other options here as well. I will either choose landscape mode 9 into 12, or I'll choose portrait mode 9 into 12. This I'll choose. And again, I want an evenly distributed map, this frame, evenly distributed frame. I want to leave 0.5 inches all over the frame. So this total length is 0 to 9. So 9 inches is the total length. So if I am leaving 0.5 inch here, if I am leaving 0.5 inch here, so the length of the map frame will be 8 inch. Here again, there are total is 12 inches. So if I'm leaving 0.5 inch here, 0.5 inch here, the total length will be 11 inch. So what I can do is I can add that. So I'll right click here. I'll go to properties. You can go like this, or you can click here as well in the layers properties. Both are the same. Here I'll go to size and position. So this x, this value, this is anchor point is this point. So this point, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These many points are there, right? These many points are there. So it is showing anchor point is this. So from here you can choose what is the starting point and how the frame should look. So from here it should start from point 0.5 in x. Okay, so you can choose which point you want to start it from. So I want to start from x point 0.5, y point 0.5. So I'll start from 0.5, 0.5, and the width will be 8, and the height will be 12, 11. Once I choose this, if I click apply, you can see there is a evenly distributed frame here. 0.5 inches left all over the frame. Now I can just zoom to layer this. Again, this India map should cover at least 70 to 80% of this frame. Okay, any map. So if I just go here and this way, if I keep, obviously I can keep the map here, I can write the heading here, legend here, everything is there. But I mean, there are a lot of white space here which is totally useless. So no, it should cover almost the whole frame. So I can do zoom to layer, or if you feel like there is some more space here and you want to fill that as well, you can just go to zoom in. You can create a frame like this. It will be zoomed in again, and you can just adjust it manually using pan. Okay. Now I will be adding heading here. That we can go to insert, title. I'll give it as, the thing is I don't know what map is this because it's a random number. Okay, so again, for inserting title, there are certain rules that some people follow. What they do is they'll give it as two titles. The first title will be India, and the second will be political map or physical map or anything. Okay, so if you just google, we can go to google and we'll search for India map. Here you can see the heading is India, States and Union Territories. India, the same thing. So most of the maps that they create, the first of all, what they give, the first heading is what country or state or what location is this map, and then what exactly this map is, political map. So here I don't really have what kind of map it is. If you will probably know, so I'll just give it as India map. Again, I feel like this is too small. The font size is too small. Okay, I can manually change the position of it. I feel like it is too small, so I'll double click here. I can go to change symbol. I can change the symbol font size. I'll maybe make it bold, and then I'll click apply. And this is again a little too small, I feel. I'll change symbol again. So you have to try and see which one you feel like will be good enough. I think this is fine. Okay. Now what I need to add is north arrow. So I'll go to insert again. I'll go to north arrow. I'll choose whatever north arrow you want. Again, there are a lot of designs which are too much. Okay, see, this is too much. You can add it, of course, but if you are in a professional work environment, you should give it as minimalistic as possible. This works fine for me, so I'll use this. Again, this will be here. I'll drag it to this end or here, anywhere you want to keep. I'll increase the size a little bit. Okay. Now I want to add the legend. Here I'll go insert. I'll go to legend. Only one item is there. I can if you have two or more items and you want to increase number of columns here, you can change it here. Next, if you want to change the title, anything, you can change here. Border I can give. I like to give this border. If you don't want to give, it's fine. It's completely fine. We can, after creating legend also, we can edit all this out. Next, next, finish. Here I can drag it here. I can keep it here. If I want to increase the size, I can increase the size. Again, here I feel like there is already India and there is this random thing here. Okay, now if you know what exactly this is, if it is a rainfall, you can maybe change the layer name to rainfall, and you can write here in millimeter or centimeter or whatever the unit is. But because for now I don't have it, I'll just click on this and I'll just click backspace. It will be gone. Another way is you can double click here. You can go to items, and there is this option called style. I'll click this. Here I can go to again properties. I can choose what all I want to show here. Show layer name, show labels, everything I can show here. I can edit it here as well, or you can just change it here only. It may be it may be a little bit difficult to navigate it if you are new to this. I'll change the layer name as, I mean, I don't know what map this is. You can change it to rainfall, population, anything you want to change. You can change the name to that. And this is maybe a little bit, and increase this. Again, this legend, font, everything should be smaller than the heading. Okay, it shouldn't be bigger than this. It should always be smaller. That is again an unwritten rule that you should follow. Now, what else we have to add? We have to add scale bar. You can choose any type of scale bar you want. I'll choose this. I can go to properties, or what I can do is I can just simply click OK to see how it will look. If I go here, this is in miles. Of course, in India, we don't really use miles. We use kilometer more. So what I can do is I can double click here, or you can, while adding the scale bar with this properties option, you can go there. Exactly the same thing. Here I'll change the division unit to kilometers. Number of divisions here. If you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 divisions here. And in the first division, how many subdivisions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is this number of divisions and subdivisions. You may want these many divisions or you may not want it. So you can increase or decrease it. I'll keep it as number of divisions 3, number of subdivisions 2. If there are a lot of other options as well to format, you can go through this. I'll click apply, and this is fine for me. Now the main thing is coordinates. Okay, so you have to add the grids here. So I can again click on this frame once. I can right click. I can go to properties. Here there's an option called grids. I'll go to new grid. Here graticule means meridians and parallel. Meridians means longitudes, parallels means latitudes. We want longitudes and latitudes. So first option will click. Here if you want both the labels and graticule, tick marks and labels, labels only. I only want labels because otherwise it will be too much. And this, if you don't know the exact interval that will be good for your map, you can just give it as a default one only. Later on we can edit it. I click next. There is major division, minor division. I'll only click major divisions. Next, I'll click finish and apply. Now if you see, the divisions are still fine, but it is too small. It can't be, it's not visible. So once it is clicked, I'll go to properties. Here again, as I said, you can change the intervals here. For me, I think this looks fine only, and you can change it to decimal this degrees or degrees and decimal minutes. Anything you want to change, the unit to you can change. I'll go to labels here, and size I will increase, maybe 12 or 14. We'll see if it is not there, we can edit it out again. I'll click apply, okay, and apply again. This font size is fine for me, but again you can see here left side and right side are going out of the whole paper frame. Okay, so that we have to change. And go to properties here. Now, by default, all of these coordinates that are added there will be horizontal. Okay, even top and bottom also, if you see, everything is horizontal. That is along the x-axis. Okay, so what I want is the left side and right side. I want it to be vertical. I want it along the y-axis so that if this is vertical, then it will be within the paper frame. So what I can do is here there is option called label orientation, vertical labels. I'll choose left and right. I'll click OK and I'll click apply. So if you see here, both of these are vertical now along the y-axis, so it looks good. Now, what else can you add here? There are other options here, but if you have taken this data from somewhere, you can write the source here. You can insert text. It will be very small here actually. You can double click here. You can write whatever text you want. Source, I don't have a source yet, but you can write it here. Source. And you can write whatever source you have here, and because it is too small you can't see it at all, you can change the symbol. You can click change symbol, you can increase the font maybe to 12. Okay, apply. This is still maybe a little small. I'll change it to 14. Okay, this is fine. Whatever source, if you are using population data, then India population census 2011, like that you can add whatever source you're using, you can add here. There are other elements that you can add based on what it is that you want to do. Now this is how you'll create a map normally. Now what if you want to change the symbology, and see here I have metropolitan cities. I have taken 5 metropolitan cities: Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata and New Delhi. This is a state boundary also you can use, or the whole thing you can use. Anything is fine. So if you go here, of course you can just label it. How you can label? If you can go to right click, properties, labels, you can go, label features this way. What field it is. Now we have to see which field have I saved the city's name. City's name is saved in capital, this one, this field. Remember the field's name. Right click, properties, capital name I want to label. I'll check this. Font size, I don't know if it is proper or not. I'll just click apply to see how it looks. It's too big I feel. I'll make it maybe 11. Apply. Maybe 10, 8. I guess this is fine. But now if you see, this Bengaluru is here, Chennai is here. If you see, they are a little bit together, right? So the most common way, most easy way that you can do is you can go right click here. You can change it to annotation. Okay, if I change it to annotation, it will be in an image or graphic format. Okay, I'll go to not image format, graphics. It will be graphics in the map. So I'll change store it in the map, convert. Okay, now if I go here, I can double click this and change it if you want to change the name or anything. I can drag it here. Now there won't be any contradiction or overlay here. Now if I see, this looks fine. Now maybe if you want to remove the annotation, maybe you added in the wrong time, you can just right click in the frame because annotation is added in the map. Okay, so I'll go to right click, data frame properties. Here there's annotation groups. You can choose what annotation you want to remove and you can click on remove. Apply, it will be removed. You can label it again if you want. Label features, apply, it will be labeled. Now these symbology of these point, obviously you can right click, double click here, you can change the symbol colors to anything. Maybe if there is something not here, maybe you can try searching for the city one. I can search for city here. There are some pre-built symbologies that may be little bit similar to maybe this city you can add. Or what I want to do for now is I want to add it as an image. I want to show an image for each of the cities here. That is what I want to do. Okay, so what I can do is, first of all, I need to create a separate symbology for all of these, right? Because if I'm adding a symbol here, if I'm changing a symbol here to anything, it will be changed for all the cities. What I want to do is I want to add it as an image file separately for each of these symbols. So firstly what I'll do is I'll go to symbology in properties. Again, categories, it is there. Capital name, add all values. So all of these will have a separate symbols. Apply, everything has a separate symbol. Now for individually I can change the color here. I'll double click on Bengaluru. There is this option called edit symbol. Here there are a lot of options here: 3D character symbol, 3D marker symbol, 3D all of these you can go through. What I want to do right now is picture marker symbol. Oh, I have already saved the images in a separate folder here. The first one is Bengaluru. I'll choose Bangalore. Open. Okay. Okay. It's too small, I think. I'll increase the font size exactly as you increase the normal current symbol size. Maybe 15 I'll give. This is fine now. I can change it later on. Chennai also I'll do this. Edit symbol. Again I'll go to picture marker symbol. I'll click Chennai. Open. Okay. Because I gave this as 15, I'll change this fonts, the size of this symbol as also 15. Okay. Done for this. Same thing I'll do for Kolkata. Edit symbol. Picture marker symbol. Kolkata. Open. Here also you can change the size. 15. Now for Mumbai. Okay, 1500. Obviously you can change the size for each of these separately if you want, but especially if they're all clustered together in the same place, right? You can change the symbol to a different size depending on the your preference, which should be more prominent, which is more important. You can change that. For now it is scattered all over, so it is fine for me. This way I have changed the symbols. Maybe this color I will change. I don't want this. I'll change this color. And again I will create a map. layout, layout view. Again, this you can do here as well. Layout view, data view, layout view, and data view. Layout view. I will change this page layout that is in here. This is in layout toolbar. Okay, if you don't have it, you can use this toolbar. Second last option, change layout. I will click again this one, 9 to 12 portrait mode. I'll click finish. Done. Now I'll zoom to layer this one. Now this is too small, right? The symbols. First of all, I change the size and position of this frame again. Exactly the same way as I changed the other one. Properties, I'll go to size and position. Here again, there is you can change the anchor point here as well. Okay, maybe you want the anchor point to be this one. From this, you want to start and you want to define the frame. Now for me, because normally if you're working in any graph, this is the origin, right? This will be the x-axis, this will be the y-axis, this will be the origin. That is why by default this is the anchor point. I'll again give it as zero point 0.5, zero point 0.5. I'll leave all over the frame, and this will be zero point 0.5 left here, zero point 0.5 left here. This length will be 8. Same way for this, zero point 0.5 left here, zero point 0.5 left here. The whole length will be 11. Done. Now I'll again zoom to layer this. This symbology is still too small, I think. Maybe we'll give it as 30. 30 seems fine. You can type it here as well, 30. Now again you can go to legend, you can create this one, or maybe you don't want to add it as a legend, you want another, you want to show the point as well as this. For that, what you have to do is, first of all, you have to export it and create another shape file, so that will be on top of this only, right? If you add that as legend, only point will be there. But again, what is legend actually? Whatever is represented in this map is shown in the legend. If the point shape file is shown in the legend, it won't work, right? So I'll show you one thing. I'll add the legend. Metropolitan, okay, both of them I want to add. I'll give a frame. Next, finish. Okay, this I've added here. I'll change this. I don't need this one. But I'll go to properties. I'll uncheck this one, all other values. Apply. So this all other values option is gone. Again, metropolitan capital name, I don't need both of these. I'll just click one. I'll remove this. This is fine. State boundary dissolve, I'll just write it as India boundary. You can maybe give it as two columns as well, separate columns, and or maybe you can just remove the frame, which will also work. I'll remove the frame none. Apply. Now I feel like metropolitan, this symbol, this size is bigger than the legend, right? I go to items, metropolitan, style. I can change it here as well, or I can just change it here. Symbol size, maybe I'll choose, we'll see how 9 will look. Select all, I can go apply to all neighbors. No, I don't need metropolitan. Okay. Or you can go, if you feel confusing, right? Like if it's apply to all labels, apply to layer name, you can go to style as well. Okay. Here I'll give it as 9, 10. Layer name, apply. Okay, maybe it's too small. This is still fine. because I will be adding this in MS Word. So if I'm adding in MS Word, this will be this big. Okay, so no need to worry about that. Here again, maybe I am increasing the size of this. Okay, I'm increasing this, maybe not this. Delhi size I'll increase. As I'll increase in the legend also, it will be more only. So if you see, it may not be proportional. So what I'll do is, if I want to increase size of one, I'll create the legend once with all of these size exactly the same. And what I'll do, once I've finalized the legend, I will convert it into graphics. Once I've converted it to graphics, it will not be associated with the layer or any shapefile anymore. Okay, graphics, and I'll go to New Delhi. I'll again increase the size to 50. If you'll see, this size is increased, but this has not increased because this connection I've severed. Okay, because this is a graphic element now. So that way, if you want to increase the individual symbol size or something, you can do it after you create a legend as well. I'll keep it to 30 only. And again, I can add all the other elements as well. Insert, title. Here again, I'll give it as India. After you have written India, if you want to change, you can double click. You can write it here again, India. Or if you want to write something again, India map, I'm just showing it to you. It will be changed here. I only want India here. And I'll change the symbol again to 30 again, 32. Okay, apply. Now I want another, I'll keep it a little bit side here. Now I want another heading here which shows metropolitan cities or major metropolitan cities. I can again add a text here, or I can just copy paste this thing. Copy, paste. You can drag it down here. First I'll decrease the font size a little bit because it's a subheading. So I'll give it 28, and I will write here metropol major, and I'll write here major metropolitan cities map. Apply. So it is going a little bit outside the frame. What I can do is either I can drag it here a little bit, or I can just click here. I can just click enter. It will go down. It will be like this. So anyway, you can change the heading. I will keep it here. I'll keep this a little bit here. Arrange it however, in whatever way you want. Or also the same way we change the size and position of the frame, you can change it here as well, size and position, if you know exactly where you want it. I'll add the north arrow. And I'll add the coordinates, properties, grids, new grid, radical because I want longitudes and latitudes. I only want labels. You can change it, okay? I'm just saying what my preference is. You can change it. Should just make it look minimalistic and visually appealing, and so that anyone can understand what exactly is going on with this map. Apply. Again, have to change the font size and vertical labels left and right. Okay. Now maybe I'll add the scale bar. Here also again same thing. After you added it here, you double clicked it. Instead of that, you can go to properties here. 3, 2 kilometers. Apply. Screen is not visible properly. Or did someone else click presenting? Ah, someone else clicked presenting. No, when someone else is clicking presenting, no, it will be on top of me. So mine will not be visible properly. It's visible now, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Here I'll change it to kilometers. Apply. Okay. Okay. Again, you can increase the size or decrease the size as much you want. This is fine for me. If you want to add anything else, you can add anything else here. Now, how to save this map? I'll show you before that. Any doubts till now? Do you want me to repeat any session? You can just type it here, it's fine. Any particular topic that you want me to cover it again, I'll do it. If you want, you can just write it here. Okay. Now, how to save it? I'll go to file here. I'll go to export map. Whatever folder you want to save, and the types are most commonly used is either JPG, PNG. How to add image? Okay, okay. I'll show it again. I'll show it again. First, I'll save this map. Okay, JPG or PDF, whatever way you want to save. You can choose a folder where you want to save. I just remember the folder. City, save. I'll repeat how to add image. One second. I'll just show you how I've converted it to image. I'll go to that file location. Where did I save it? Okay, I've saved it here. And change particular different symbol. Okay, okay. I'll show that. I'll show that. I'll show that. So here I have converted to JPG format, and I can add it to any MS Word format, or I can send it to anyone. I'll show you how I've changed it once again. I'll go to data view. Okay, and give it as normal properties. Normally it is like symbols, right? This is how it normally looks. If you're adding any symbol, this is how it will normally look. The color might be different, but this will be by default. First of all of these symbols are different cities, right? All of them different cities, but all of them have the same symbol. If I want to add a separate image for each of these cities, first of all, what I want to do, again, I can add it to here. One symbol I can go, I can edit symbol, I can go to picture marker symbol, but if I do this, all of the cities will have the same exact picture. What I want is each of these cities to have separate images. So what I need first is I want each of these cities to have separate symbols. First I'll go to open attribute table. I'll see this capital name is written in Bengaluru, Chennai. This the field name is capital name. Okay, or any field which is unique and completely different. This point is not unique, so obviously you can't use that. Even FID, this anything you can use, but I also want it to be labeled as a city name, right? So this field has the city name and it is unique, right? Each of these symbol have a separate city name. So if I use this field, and if I say I want to change the symbology based on this field name, this field values, there are 5 different values, so I want 5 different symbols, so I can edit each of these individually. So the field name is capital name. What I can do is I will go to properties, I will go to symbology. Categories option is there. I will categorize this point shape file based on the field name, that is capital name. Because capital name Bengaluru, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, all of them will have separate symbol. And go to properties, categories, which field I want to use? I want to use capital name. Here this option called add all values. I'll choose this. Only 5 values are there. There is no field which does not have any value. So if you want, you can check this, or I don't want this at all. There is no other values I know. Apply. So each of them will have a. Can you see it here? Before we only had one symbol, but now there are 5 different symbols. Now individually I can change. First of all, what you have to do, you have to Google, or if you have an image already with you, it's fine. I'll just say Bangalore images. Again, you can go to images. I can choose what image I want to use, or if you already have an image with you, fine. But just remember where you have saved it, the folder. I have already downloaded all the images that I want here. So I'll click on Bangalore once. I'll go to edit symbol. Here I can choose picture marker symbol. Okay, picture marker symbol. I'll choose this. They'll take me to the folder where I've saved it. Again, if it's not open, I can go to this folder. I've saved it here. So I know where I've saved it. So go to the folder where you've saved it and choose which picture you want for. I've chosen this Bengaluru, so I'll choose this picture. I'll click open. Okay. Okay. Now it is too small, I feel. So I'll again click here. I'll increase the size here. I'll give 30. Okay. But that's too big, I think. Maybe I'll give it as 30. This is fine. Similar way I can add for each of these individual symbols. Edit symbol. Here again I'll choose simple marker symbol. Okay. Any doubt? Okay, I'll change it for Delhi. Open. Okay. I'll increase this to 20. Okay, same way I can change it to individual symbols. Uh, do you have any doubt for this? Changing the symbols and adding it as adding the images. If not, I can go to the next session that I want to do. If you have any doubt regarding this, just type it here. Now, you may want to create a study area map. Okay, study area map, you may need to show that this is the India and this is the state that I'm going to do my study, or any district or any taluk. For now, I am considering state boundary and the India boundary with states and the state that I am going to do my study on. So I'll just change the color because you can't see it. This maybe I'll change to green. Again, because there is more contrast, you can see it properly. Now you can see this is the India map, this is the state map that I want to do study on. Now the thing is, there is only one layer, one data frame here. Okay, you can go to the layout view. You can see only one frame is there. No, I'll just change it to um, landscape mode for now. What I can do is, I'm not adding the details yet. What I want is, I want another frame here with only the state. I want another frame here with only the state, which I can show. This is the India map, and I only want this state, so I'm expanding it. That is what I want to do. So I can either go to here, insert data frame. One data frame is added here. I can just again I'll change the size and position later on, and this approximately where I want. Now again, this new data frame is now active. So whatever, if I'm adding any layer here, it will be added to this data frame, because this is active. The active one, you will see it is as a dark black color. This is not dark black. I'll just remove this. If you want to activate here, you can just right click here, activate. Now this data frame is active, and now if you see, this is the dark black in color. This is not dark black. Now here I have the state file. That I will add it here. This here. I'll zoom to layer here. So now I can just show you. I can just show that okay, this is the state file. This is the India file. This is the state file, and I can just maybe draw a line here to show this is the area that I want. This is the final map you want. Okay, for that again you need to somehow figure out a way to add both of these inside the frame in a proportionate manner. So I also need a heading as well. Here I'll write India map, here I'll write the state map, Chhattisgarh map, but I also want to write the study area map as the main heading of the whole map. So I'll just approximately I'll somehow find a way to. So again, this whole length is 12 inches. So maybe half I'll keep here, half I'll keep it here. So at least I know the length now. I'll start this at, again, this is the anchor point. Now this width is not, this height is not fixed, but this width is fixed. I'll go to size and position. I will give that, I'll start at 5. Only, see again, now I'm changing for this data frame. Okay, this data frame I'm not changing. I'm changing it for this data frame. This I am right clicking and going to properties. I'll go to 0.5. I'll give the width as, again, this is 12. I need half to be this map, half to be this map. So to 1 to 6 I am adding this map. Again 1 to 6 I am leaving point 0.5 0.5 here. So the map will be between 0.5 to 5.5. The total length is 5.5 minus 0.5, 5. So the width will be 5. This I won't change now because I don't know how I want to show it yet. Now this again, because this is from point 0.5 to point 0.5 and this till 6 it is this map. Okay, from 6 to 12 it is this map. So from 6 again I will be leaving point 0.5 here, point 0.5 here, for that because I will be adding coordinates and everything, so that will need little bit space, right? So this will start from 6.5 and it will go to 11.5. The x will start from 6.5. The width is again the same as this one, which was 5. I'll give apply. Now you can see there is this evenly distributed map is there according to this width only. Height I have not changed yet. Okay, height, maybe I will give heading here as study area map, and this India map I will give here, Chhattisgarh map I will give here. So what I'll do is this I'll keep it till here, this I'll keep it, maybe I will leave maybe 1.5 inches for this. Okay, so here because I will be keeping it till here, this will start from point 0.5, it will end till 8.5. 5 will start from point 0.5. The height is it still 8.5, so this will be 8. Now this one I may go till 7.5. You can do it manually as well, but if this is the one, this will be exactly precise and this will look more visually appealing. Again, after doing all of these changes, I will zoom to layer both. This is fine. Now heading all you have to add. Okay, I'll just show you how the map will look finally. Here I want to add a rectangle sort of thing here. So this drawing option, there is this rectangle. If this is not shown here, just go to this down arrow button and choose rectangle. And I will just zoom here. I will create a rectangle. And this is again, right click properties, I'll go. Symbol. I don't need anything to fill here, right? Because I need it to be hollow so I can see what is inside. I just want the boundary only. I'll go to no color. Outline, I'll keep it as black. Apply. Okay. If you want the width to be increased or decreased, you can do that as well. Here there is outline width. One is fine for me. If you want to decrease it, you can. Okay, maybe 0.5 I'll give. Okay. Now I have created a rectangle over this study area. Now what I want to do is I want to create line from here to here. So I'll just roughly draw a line, then I can edit it out. From here to here, from and from here. Okay. Now this I will edit it. I'll zoom in. I will make sure this will be on top of this. Now if I see, where is this? Okay, this is, I don't know where I kept out. Yes. Okay. Now if you see, you can see that this is the India map and this is the state that I want, and I've just expanded to show this is that's the study area that I want. Okay, do you have any doubt in this? How to download the latest block level shapefile of districts? Okay. The thing is, if you are downloading it from Diva GIS, the Jammu Kashmir area won't be there. Okay, that Jammu and that Pakistan occupied Jammu, that Kashmir area, and same with the China occupied won't be there. So you can go to this open survey, open series PDF. You'll download these topo sheets from here, right? Open series map. Okay, just have to give HNN 7. Okay, here if you go for products, you will see that there are some options that you have to buy for, you have to pay for it. But if you go down, there is option for administrative boundary database here. This is entire country up to taluk level with headquarters, with district level headquarters, taluk level. So there are options here which is for free. So you can download it from here. Again, this is the, because this is a